Wagwan, are you there? What's good? And you know who this is, baby. The number one podcast in America, dedicated to all you kings and queens of color, homies and homettes, shotters, woo gals, G-boys, and charges. The one and only Jerk Jollof and Collard Greens podcast.
You need to take the time to figure yourself out. Why did the relationship work? What did you contribute to that? Yes, you probably contributed to it. Oh my God, it's not just them. It may be a you problem. Figure that junk out. And don't bring that junk to nobody else, because nobody needs to know that, your last significant other, they had 3 baby mamas and they were trying to make you the 4th. Nobody needs to know that. And then your next relationship doesn't need the pressure of your former relationships. This is actually probably a large reason why sometimes relationships, we have relationship problems and people can't find compatible significant others because you're bringing all that damn baggage. And then during that in-between time, to be more explicit or more specific, you need to get a counselor. Get help. You do not necessarily need to try to figure out all of your baggage on your own. It's not. Sometimes we try to dissect ourselves and we struggle with this. Sometimes you try to ask your girlfriends and they just become yes girls, or your boy or your boys, and they just egg you on. Yeah, man, she was a hoe. She was tripping. She was for the streets. No, that's not necessarily the case. Sometimes it may be just you, and you don't need people that will just kind of egg you on and just encourage you in your poison thinking. You need to get a counselor. You need to work through your true issues, and then you can make a progression into a next relationship and walk into that relationship with a fresh mindset. Now, if you do got triggers and things like that, you should definitely discuss those. You should let those be known. Now, the timing for those, I don't think that's a first date conversation, but it's something that may need to come up. Just to make sure that your significant other or the person that you're dating, your new potential love interest, is aware of these, potential, triggers you may have. But, don't lay it on them and make them take ownership for it. That's it.
Yeah, I'll drop my tidbit on this. I wholeheartedly agree. But I think there's a part there is that a lot of us know what love feels like, right? We know how good that feels when you meet somebody and you're into them and everything like that. But when it comes times for breakups and whatnot, a lot of us don't know what healing feels like. So when, D drops that point as far as seeing a counselor or whatnot, especially if you're in a serious relationship where you're looking at taking it to the next level and whatnot, and it did have some, effects to you emotionally where you were probably depressed or looking at doing things that were causing harm to yourself, then for sure seek help. But a lot of us do not know what healing feels or looks like. And let's be real, we're always going to have issues. You know what I mean? There's never a day where we're not going to have an issue to where you're just like, okay, I'm a clean slate. I'm ready for a relationship. A lot of the times we kind of, try to eliminate harm by doing something that feels good to us, which also leads to why people have all these other types of addictions and whatnot. But I think healing, essentially what that actually looks like is being able to admit to yourself, hey, I did this wrong. This is what happened. You know what I mean? When you can actually take onus of what is going on your end and actually reflect back on what happened in that relationship, that's when you actually know that you've healed. But it's just so easy. And speaking as a single person, it's just so easy to kind of want to be with somebody else and want to feel good. And you think, oh, I'm good. I feel good. She makes me feel good. She looks good. We straight. But when you think about if those issues from your past relationship are now reoccurring in this new one, that's a telltale sign. That's a giveaway. And to chime in on Francis's point, and this is my last one, I'm going to say this throughout the entire podcast. You could put a ticker on it. Do not let anyone force you into a relationship. They don't care about your friends. I don't care about what your family's saying. I don't care about what their family's saying. I don't care about what Facebook or Instagram or how many followers you guys saying, how y'all look good or whatever. If you're not ready, if that person's not doing it for you, if you're not doing it for them, do not force yourself into a relationship because nobody's going to be there to handle the bag for you at the end of the day. Nobody's
Damn,
gonna
are
take
you
the argument.
anti-arranged marriage?
No.
Are you anti-arranged marriage right now?
I mean, arranged marriages
That's
is
funny.
the whole cultural
I know
context.
that's a big one.
I mean, I can't step on toes with culture. It works for some people. It doesn't work for some. I don't know the success rate of them. Maybe we need more arranged marriages. I don't know. I can't speak on them. But I'm not gonna say all those are forced either. You accept it as a part of your culture. You take it as is. I'm just gonna say, don't let anybody force you into a relationship.
No, Chunky. I mean, Glenn. I do have a question about from that. I slightly disagree with that part about don't let anyone influence your relationship, because sometimes we don't understand or even miss what is in front of us, and we need someone to actually like tap us in the head, like smack us in the back of the head, like, bro, do you see this beautiful, amazing man or woman in front of you, and like you are like not like valuing what is like in front of you, and you need someone to actually remind you like, yo, like, yeah, like, let me think about this is actually right. And you like, because I think sometimes we do that sometimes when we overvalue or we don't put enough value on what we have, because of it's 2022, man. We have access to a lot of different things, and sometimes we don't value the people around us enough until they actually are gone and we realize how dope they were. So I like, because you made the statement about don't let your family or your friends or anybody like influence you to date someone.
Well, I didn't say
Because-
influence. I said force you. Now, forcing is a form of influence, but it's usually to a point where it's not
Well,
corroborative.
yeah, I mean,
You know what
force.
It's
Yeah,
not- it's
okay, well,
involuntary. It's just like, okay, you have to
Okay.
do this. You know what I mean?
I do agree with that.
I get
Force,
what you're
yeah,
saying though.
force,
Like
yeah.
there are tons of influence around us, and that's what we can move on. There's tons of influences around us, and I agree. Sometimes you do need some people to pull you to the side and be like, hey, you may not be knowing what you're doing here. You may want to take a step back. By the end of the day, it's me and that person in a relationship. How do you know how good this person is? You were with them? You know what I mean? So it's kind of like it's you and that person at the end of the day. So what they're seeing is just what they're seeing. What you're dealing with is what you're actually dealing with.
All right. Yeah.
The takeaways on that: don't be influenced by that foreskin relationship. Get help professionally before you move into the next one. If the last one was negative, we are fallible people, so some things will slip when you walk into the next relationship. Number 2, thou shalt not fly in thy neighbor's DMs. Do we really need to explain this, bruh? If you're trying to boo up, leave the streets alone. Unless you're playing the field, then be prepared to eat the fruits of the labor that you planted. D Black, what are your thoughts on that one?
Well said, my brother. Don't plant seeds in people's DMs, right? If you shouldn't be, I'm probably the worst person to ask what this is, because I really don't know what a DM is.
Oh my God, here we go again.
Wait. Take a guess.
I mean,
Come on, use that.
it's not direct. It's a direct message.
Thank you.
This man's on a whole
Amen.
podcast.
Amen.
And he don't know what a DM is.
I know, right?
What is going
He brought
on?
up social media in the last
Oh my goodness.
episode. But
Get out of here with that. My God.
Oh.
It's 2022. You should be
Take
ashamed
your
of yourself.
basketball and go home.
I know, right? You should be ashamed of yourself.
All right, but in all seriousness, yeah, like if you already got something and you're good with what you got, I don't understand. I guess I don't understand the direct message thing. I think that it's apparently for the opportunity to try to maybe get another partner, mix things up. I don't really understand it. I'm just saying, like, I would not be messaging a random female or random female if I wouldn't have any interest in them. Like, I don't know this person. I have no association with this person. Maybe you just saw a couple pictures or something. Why are you messaging them? Unless you have like a business collaboration. So yeah, why would you do this? I guess I can't even fathom the justification to do it if there is no intention to try to get something out of it.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that, bro.
Like, why would you do it?
I mean, why put all your eggs in one basket though?
Whoa!
That's
But
the
you did, though.
That's
But
the
you
question.
did. My sister
Why,
will kill me.
hey yo, why not? Why not jump in the DMs, man? It's 2022. Until you know for sure the girl is the one you want to be with, hop in those DMs, explore. I mean, oh my God, what episode was that when we had our beautiful ladies on the show and they talked about it? This was a topic. Yes. Yeah. No.
I mean, you got a point
not
though.
them.
But you talking about in a situation where where you're not committed to somebody. Yeah,
but like, because we're not in a relationship here, right? You are trying
these are the boot up 10 commandments, which means that you.
So see,
boot up season, but like because you're still trying to boot up, you're not really like really committed yet. You're on your phase. I do agree though. If you are booed up, don't hop in those DMs. But if you are trying to figure it out, my friend, take your time. It's okay.
You booed up, though?
It's okay. Don't need to put all your eggs in one basket. That's all I'm saying. So.
Yeah, I'd agree. Like, if you're playing the field, then just play the field. But I think the argument could be made here is like, how do you know if you're really about someone if you're too busy spreading that time amongst everything else? It's kind of like if you're doing 10 activities at once, how are you going to get good at any one of them? You know what I mean?
Great multitasker.
I guess, just to get a virtual assistant. But I would just say, if you're going to play the field, play it smartly, safely as well. I mean, people out here killing people for less nowadays. So, I mean, if you play the field, I think that's fair. Get a feel for everything, but, just do it intelligently and smartly.
I mean,
DMs can be screenshotted and shared publicly.
Oh, yeah. I mean, Chunky, I saw your reaction there. What's up with the comment? I mean, want to share what's going through your mind when I said that?
I had a funny thought in my head. And it's not coming at Glenn, but it fits the narrative of just like, this is the reason why fathers have guns on their lap when they bring people over.
Like, you playing the field. I saw you in her
that
DMs.
Shit going to stop tonight.
Exactly, because you are in that early stage.
DMing days are over.
Bro, literally.
That Chunky said, then be prepared to eat the fruits that you plant. So, as in there's consequences that come with every decision. So, if you slide into somebody's DM and you're not trying to know if she got a man,
it's too expensive to play the field. Real talk. These dudes flying chicks out and people getting beat out.
Inflation
should come with a tax.
This is why you need to vote. So if you vote and inflation goes down, you can fly more women.
Let me get a tax on travel credits. Let me
get
a tax.
My man said a tax break.
Oh my God!
Can I claim this as like professional like expenses?
Yeah.
You have to use the business card. It's okay. You can write it up.
Man.
Got it.
Date smart and don't let anybody force you into a relationship.
You're welcome.
Don't let anybody force you.
Oh God. Can you get to 100 times saying that?
We're going to.
I'm gonna run out of fingers. I know that.
You're gonna run out of fingers to count it. So to cap that, don't do it unless there's some intention to get something out of it. Explore. Don't put your eggs in one basket. Play the field safely and smartly so you don't get shot in the face.
Hop hop.
So,
Pew pew.
Buy an iced tea lookalike.
Oh boy.
With the fitted cap on.
Pew pew.
Number 3, bust it downeth. Be a beast in the sheets and a professional in the streets. I don't think I need to say much about that, but that goes to a lot with situations of sliding into other people's DMs. Glenn, I'm gonna go with you on this one. What are your thoughts on that?
First, I like to say, don't let anybody force you into a relationship.
I'm gonna have to figure out a way to put like a ticker.
Yo, that's a meme for that show right there.
Like, don't let anyone do that.
Come on, Slicer, chill, man.
If you're gonna bring it down right. Get your Tonkat Ali, get your Maca, get your Baba Roots.
Get all that. What?
Baba Roots.
With the Tonkat Ali, like what?
Tonkat, all that. Jamaicans.
We have
a whole market of sexual enhancers and all that good stuff. Stay healthy out there.
Do you care to explain so those can follow the third commandment?
Nah, those that know. That's all it
is. Get your ashwagandha and all that. Go to the gym. Bust it down. It might help you lock one down.
So
if you're trying to lock it down.
Do hip thrusters in the gym?
Of course. What? I do kettlebell swings, hip thrusts.
I do all the hip machines. Weighted hip thrusts.
Bro,
listen, I see this man going to the gym and just short shorts, lift his niggas in a tank top and just in the corner staring at women. Just doing hip thrusts.
Oh,
That's a hell of a vision, Chunky. But you know what? Yeah,
Let
I'm in
anyone
there.
force you into
Oh
a
yeah,
relationship?
Glenn.
Let
Glenn.
anybody force you in a relationship.
Question: Do you make sounds when you live too? Is that what
Of
you
course,
do?
you need to. You got to replicate the act. My thing is, yo, real talk. You got to strengthen. Everything's a muscle. You got to strengthen those muscles. You can't bust it down if you don't strengthen the muscle.
Can we,
Oh
hold
boy,
on.
no, this is
Why
too much.
are you
It's
interested?
funny, but yeah.
Why are you
What?
interested
If you're
in
making-
the noises that Selassie makes in the gym?
I mean, it helps. It's
It
all
helps you?
practice makes perfection, bro.
It does. You start in the gym.
So in the gym, the noises that you make
She
are the
wasn't
same noises
in
you
the-
make in the bedroom.
Showing what you're shooting in the gym.
Exactly.
Yeah.
On Are You There? What's good? It's your homie G with the Jerk Jollof and Collard Greens podcast, extending a major thank you